Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is wonderful Wednesday, June 12th, 2013. My name is Paul Hutchings, dialing in from beautiful Southeast Idaho. Excited. It excites me to no end to think about the movement of people who are being the change in the world that we wish to see. Do you know that it's not necessarily a common thing for people to select a purpose in life? Did you know that? It's not necessarily a common thing for people to actually sit down and say, what do I want in life? And then furthermore, it's not necessarily a common thing for people to say, yes, I want this. I now know what I want. I've selected my outcome. I've selected, what I want in life. I've selected my purpose. It's maybe even a less common thing for people to get on a call every day and to pick up the books and read the audios and be committed to going through the growth that needs to happen in order for that outcome, in order for that achievement of that purpose, in order for the achievement of the destiny to be fulfilled. We are a part of a movement of people who are committed to a set of ideas, who are committed to a certain philosophy on life. Part of that philosophy says we know we are somebody special and we know that we have a divine purpose to fulfill on this life. And we're committed to discovering what that purpose is, to selecting it, to honing in on it, to stepping forward daily with action into that purpose, and to continually clarify and hone in on that purpose. And did you know, as we set monetary targets in our business, I tell you, I've noticed something fascinating in my life. As I started out 8 years ago with a goal to make $3,000 a month income for my family, and that's all I could see. I just wanted some money, right, that would allow me to not have to go to that job that I really didn't like, that would allow me to not have to go to that job where I felt like I was suppressed. Well, I hit that $3,000 a month, and then I set another target, and then the other target came, and then I set another target, and I've continued to do that over the past few years. And something fascinating has happened to me as I've done that, and that is I have become more and more clear as to why I am here on this planet. Isn't that a fascinating thing to know, that by hitting a monetary target, most people, I don't want to say most people, I'll say there are a lot of people in the world who have certain ideas and philosophies regarding wealth and money, and they might think things like going for money or shooting for money or having a monetary target is contrary to the purpose of life. Well, I'm here to tell you, after 8 years of striving for certain financial goals and hitting them and setting new ones and hitting those and continually striving, I am here on this call today to stand as a personal witness that the exact opposite of what a lot of those people say is true. At least it has been for me. I can speak from my own personal experience. I have found that as I have set monetary numbers and just went after them and dug deep and looked at myself and figured out what I needed to overcome and figured out how I was going to get through certain challenges, and as I had to run into brick walls at various parts of my journey and break through those brick walls, and then inevitably another one will pop up when I'm moving for the higher number, and as I'm always asking myself through this whole process, why am I here? What's my purpose in life? Am I helping people? Am I helping people to grow? Am I helping people to change? Why am I here? I continue to ask myself that question. I continue to set those numbers. I continue to engage in my business. I have noticed that this journey has actually been one of tremendous spiritual discovery. It has been one of tremendous discovery of myself. It has been one of tremendous, knowledge and insights as to who I am and who am I becoming and who am I going to be 90 days from now and 6 months from now and 12 months from now. And it reminds me of a thing that Jim Rohn used to say in an audio that I listened to, and this was, it's like crossing the mountains and the valleys of your soul. That having success in business can be directly related to growing spiritually, to growing as a person, to growing as a husband, to growing as a father, to growing as a mother, to growing as, leaders in our communities, right? It can be directly related to that. It can be directly related to adding more value to yourself and adding more value to the world around you, right? And so that's why it's so important that we continually, as entrepreneurs, we continually come together in mastermind. We continually come together and teach each other. We continually come together and inspire each other. Why is it so important, guys? Because in my opinion, it's the purpose of life. It's the purpose of life to grow. It's the purpose of life to change. It's the purpose of life to become better. It's the purpose of life to ask yourself, how can I impact more people? How can I be better in my business? How can I be free in my life? How can I have liberty? How can I break free from chains that might be holding me back? Whether they be mental chains, emotional chains, spiritual chains, financial chains. How can I shed those chains and stand up with my arms in the sky victorious and stand as a light, as my friend Philip, mentioned in a blog post that I watched sometime last week. He made a blog post talking about being a light, being a city that's set on a hill that cannot be hid, being a shining example to other people as to what's possible. There's not much better you can do for somebody than to give them inspiration, than to show them it can be done, than to show them they can come from a spot of seeming hopelessness to a point of absolute passion and enthusiasm and inspiration in life, to show them that they can go from maybe living in a single wide trailer house on land that they don't own, struggling financially, no job, to a point now where maybe they might be earning a multiple five figures a month, traveling the world, learning from the best and the brightest entrepreneurs that this world has ever seen, associating with people of substance, having deep conversations in a little restaurant on the beachfront, looking out into the ocean. Right? Not a lot more we can do for people than to give them inspiration and show them that it can be done. And that, my friends, is the journey of the entrepreneur. My personal opinion, the journey of the entrepreneur is a noble journey. The journey of the entrepreneur is one of never giving up. The journey of the entrepreneur is one of self-discovery, of crossing the mountains and the valleys of your soul to discover who you really are and why you're really here on this planet. And I have a feeling that as you and as I and as we continue teaching and instructing and edifying each other, as we continue asking each other the important questions of life, I have a feeling that as we continue to do this on a daily basis and as we step into the future together, we will continue to make discoveries of the great mysteries of life and the great mysteries of the heart and the great mysteries of the soul. I have a feeling that as we continue to do this together, we'll continue to clarify our visions as to why we're here on this planet.